Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The honorable judges, respected teachers, and my dear friends. Firstly, all praise and gratitude belong to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, the Lord of the world, who has blessed us with the precious gift of health, time, and guidance, allowing us to gather here today in joy and harmony. Secondly, my endless peace and blessings be upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad SAW, the light of this world, who has led us from the age of ignorance into the era of enlightenment. From conversions into the straight path of Islam, the true and everlasting guardians for all humankind. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to begin with a simple memory. Think about your childhood. Of course, you remember playing near the river, climbing trees, chasing butterflies, or lying on the grass staring at the clouds. In those moments, we were not separate from nature. We were part of it. We could feel the soil on our feet, the wind on our face, and the sunlight warming our skin. Nature was not something outside of us. It was home. But over time, many of us have lost that connection. We grew up, moved into cities, surrounded ourselves with walls, glass, and screens. We began to see the world not as home, but as something distant, something you visit on vacations or watch on a television screen. Slowly, we start to think of nature as something separate from us. And when that happened, something else happened too. We began to feel empty, isolated, and restless. Well, my name is Aisya Safa. I'm from MA Al Amiriyyah of Darussalam Islamic Boarding School. Standing here, I would like to deliver my speech in front of you all. By the title, Reclaiming Our Connections to the World. It's not just about going camping or hiking. It's more deeper than that. It's about remembering who we are. It's about realizing that the world is not just out there. It lives within us. It shapes our body, our minds, and our spirits. So, how do we begin to reclaim these connections? First, we start small. You don't need to travel to a distant jungle or mountain far away. You can start where you are. Sit in a park, take off your shoes, and let your feet touch the earth. Watch a bird and on a tree bench, feel the rhythm of the bird matching the rhythm of the breath. These small actions may seem simple, but they are powerful. They awaken our senses and remind us that we belong to something larger. Second, we learn from nature. The more we understand it, the more respect we feel for it. Read about the water cycle, the endless journey of raindrops, from sky to river to oceans and back again. Discover how mushrooms from vast organ network creating trees in what scientists culture would wide web. Or how bees, tiny as they are, sustain life by spreading pollen. The more we learn, the more we realize that nature is not chaos. It is wisdom, balance, and design. Third, we let nature become our teacher. The tree teaches us resilience. It bends the storm but does not break. The river teaches patience, always moving forward, never rushing, finding its way around obstacles. Even the season teaches us the rhythm of life, growth, rest, and renewal. Every living thing has a lesson to give, if only we are willing to listen. Ladies and gentlemen, when we begin to reclaim these connections to the world, something beautiful happens. We don't just heal ourselves, we also begin to heal the planet. We become more mindful of the researchers' views, more thoughtful about our choice, and more aware of the impact we leave behind. We stop seeing ourselves as customers of the earth, and instead as caretakers of it. This idea is deeply rooted in our very soil. The Quran reminds us of our true role on earth. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifah. Indeed, I will make upon the earth a decisive authority Khalifah. Quran Surah Al-Baqarah 30. This verse reminds us that we are Khalifah, stewards and guardian of the earth. It is not ours to exploit, but ours to care for, to protect, to nurture, to live and balance with. That is our sacred responsibility. Ladies and gentlemen, that is not just philosophy. This is survival. Scientists warn us about climate change, disappearing species, and pollute air. But beyond the data and the headlines, there is also a spiritual truth. When we lost our connections to the world, we lost our connections to ourselves. So let us begin again, step outside, breathe deeply, listen to the wind, to the birds, to the quiet lessons that nature whispers every day. Let us remember that we are not above nature, we are part of it. Ladies and gentlemen, if we welcome our connections to the world, we will rediscover balance, we will rediscover humility, and most of all, we will rediscover to ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I can convey in this time. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Forgive me if I made a mistake. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.